girls ever think about?
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering if you were ever gonna think about me again.
I think so.
Oh my, you're so funny.
Do you think you're ever going to think about me again, Chi-Chi?
Oh my gosh!
As he is. I mean, he will jump for a triangle. He will jump for an armbar. And as you slam him to the ground, he starts to understand, okay, I'm right where I need you right now. This is when the game starts for him. If he doesn't secure that submission, he gets you where he needs you to be in order to start to really make you drown. It's like going in deep water and getting pulled down over and over again, because every time you think, if I do this, it'll make it better, it just makes it worse.
And best of luck trying to find a training partner to simulate this guy in the gym.
It can't happen, and it won't happen.
All right, well, I'm excited for this one. This is a kickboxer of the highest order. He has so many different kicks and punches in his arsenal, and figures to try to keep this on the feet here today.
The beautiful thing that he does is he throws that front push kick to create distance when a guy starts to get too close and wants to wrestle with him. He throws it, and the moment you're back at his range, he starts to blast high kick. He doesn't always intend on landing him, but he beats up your arm with high kick after high kick after high kick. And as you get desperate, you start to run into knees, and he does not need much space to land a knockout punch. This guy is one of the best strikers we've ever seen in the UFC.
And if you don't find the striking range early against this guy, you could be in real trouble. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. So more than 10 years apart, these two fighters, with the same height and reach. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a judo fighter holding a professional record of 15 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Misha Serkunov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 15 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 190 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Assassin. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Murgliata.
So Dan Murgliata shares the cage.
You ready?
All right, ready to go here for round 1. He won his last fight by decision. It was dominant, but the finish. Oh! Now goes in and secures the takedown. Back to the feet. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Serkunov gets hit with a kick here. Let's see how he responds. Oh, and he finally gets the takedown now. So what do they say? Try again.
If at first you don't succeed, you try again. And this guy is the poster boy for that saying, because he shot many takedown attempts, and he finally has secured one.
Back to the feet now. Oh!
He's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Across the midpoint, round 1. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape, or maybe look for a Kimura here.
And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now. What a body kick.
Oh, huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to
up again. Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. Well, there's a takedown attempt. No surprise that he would go for it there, but unable to get the fight to the ground.
Whenever your opponent knows that you're going to try to take him down, you have to disguise it. He did not disguise it. He tried.
Hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Dig and kick.
Single collar tie now, and they separate. Right on the button. Now, oh, and a quick entry.
Great single entry, rotates the high crotch, taking for a while. He flips him over the top. What a huge takedown.
I mean, do I survive that, or am I read my last rights?
Absolutely not. It's over. It's over, John.
And just like that, the fight is over.
Wow! What a performance!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. And for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. All right, we'll take a look back at the highlights. You know we're going to find that nasty head kick somewhere in this highlight rip. Just an incredible result for him here tonight.
A very nice head kick to finish the fight, but don't ignore all the work he did with his hands. And give credit to the opponent. The opponent was in there every step of the way. And in order to get a fight of the night like you got tonight, both guys have to be willing to participate.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 55 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout assassin.
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. What a massive knockout for him to get this win in style tonight.
He did everything he needed to do to find the knockout. Now he can celebrate with his family and friends as they earn this spectacular victory.
Well, there is no denying this man's striking credentials. Prevailing wisdom is he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
He has to. You know, this is what got him to the show. It was being able to use the hands to set up the kicks. We all talk about the high-level boxing background of this young man, but as he's developed great knees.
Yeah.
He's developed great timing, great counter skills, and also the beautiful right high kick. The right high kick is something he hides very well as he follows with a jab, right hand, left hook. High kick comes over the top, and he can put you to sleep.
No doubt about it. He'll try to put on a striking clinic once again here tonight. Well, Well, no longer just a Muay Thai practitioner, he has become one of the better strikers in this division, and he does not discriminate, champ, whether it's kicks, knees, punches, elbows. He throws the kitchen sink your way.
Oh yeah, he's throwing everything at you, and he comes in that classic Muay Thai stance. He's really high on the toes. He's moving up and down. That back knee's always bouncing. Just letting you know, if you try to attack him, he will load that knee up and he will hit you. And the moment he drives that knee into your midsection, when you start to back out, you gotta watch the right elbow coming over the top. And when you fade, he will grab you in that Muay Thai clinch. He'll start to shift position, drive knees into the body, knees into the legs. It's just constant brutality. This is one of the most dominant and most aggressive forms of striking in the UFC.
And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. So more than 15 years, the gap in age between these two fighters, and they both possess a similar height and reach. Once again, here is the veteran voice
Ladies
of the
and gentlemen,
Octagon,
this fight is 3
Bruce Buffer.
rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 16 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 190 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Assassin. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai fighter holding a professional record of 28 wins, 9 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Warsaw, Poland, John Blachowicz. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon is Dan Mergliotta.
Dan Mergliotta, your referee.
You ready?
Well, his last fight will be a tough act to follow as we get ready for round 1 here. Brutal knockout his last time out, and that positioned him for this opportunity here tonight. So, can he keep the momentum going as the challenges get stiffer, keep the winning streak intact, and of course try to get another win by knockout to take his popularity soaring to another level.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Big left hook coming, it's blocked. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
Went for the inside leg kick. Oh, massive kick lands flush. His leg is hurt here. You can see him limping a little bit.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Right hand on point.
Nice body kick right under the elbow.
Oh, nice offering there with the knee. He talked to us a lot about that on Thursday. Felt like the knees were certainly there on that
He
exchange.
knew they would be available. He just knew he would have to find the right opportunity and right times to land those strikes.
Oh, huge block. Oh, collar tie, and they separate.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick. Nice kick.
And continues with the inside leg kick.
Oh! He went high on that
Oh, big left.
one. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Changes levels now, DC.
Oh man, he was in a single, got to a high cross. And he flipped him over the top. What a fantastic takedown.
Welcome to the Cormier Express. Oh, huge head kick.
He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yep.
Just misses with the left hook. Blachowicz gets caught with that punch. Gotta shore up the defense here. 20 seconds now remain in the rounds.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
That punch no good. The horn sounds for the end of round one.
Get this together, okay? Listen, I need you to dig, okay? I need...
All right, so a huge 5 minutes turned in by him there. Good work with those leg kicks.
Real.
Round two is upon us. Your thoughts on round one, Chick?
Round one was a very close round. Both guys had their moments, but nobody has really went out ahead in the race as we go into the second round. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Another head kick lands. He's gotta start blocking these, DC. One more and it could be lights out.
It could be over, and most people would be sleeping on the mat after taking such a dominant strike. Credit to his chin, but you don't want to get kicked that many times in the head. Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt. Oh!
Oh, spinning back fist. Whoa! Oh, he might be out. Blachowicz gets up. The question beckons, though, for how long. He still looks like he hasn't quite recovered.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Oh, big knee!
Who's hurt? Serve him up. Go get him.
Back to the feet. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round.
You don't know when that leg kick's coming.
Oh, beautiful combination of kicks. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, good movement by him here on the ground.
Now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look for him to transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. Oh, now he's in trouble.
And there it is.
Wow! Wow!
Yeah, that is high-level grappling right there as he gets the win tonight here by way of submission. And he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 37 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, Assassin!
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win, but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he is on his back, he looks for submissions over and over again.
It's a UFC light heavyweight division collision. Well, this is about as decorated a kickboxer as has come into this division in some time, DC. And if we get a kickboxing match tonight, he ain't losing.
He is a championship-level kickboxer, a guy that can stand in the pocket and trade and kick and punch with anyone. He's constantly throwing things from as close as you can get. He's comfortable throwing leg kicks. He will drive these into your body. But it's the aggressiveness and the ability and willingness to stand in the pocket and trade that makes him truly, truly special. I think that is what separates kickboxers the high level
Yeah.
from everyone else.
He understands distance as well as any striker in this division. Of course, that is a byproduct of a lifetime of repetitions in the kickboxing space. I'm excited for this one. This is a kickboxer of the highest order. He has so many different kicks and punches in his arsenal and figures to try to keep this on the feet here tonight.
The beautiful thing that he does is he throws that front push kick to create distance when a guy starts to get too close and wants to wrestle with him. He throws it, and the moment you're back at his range, he starts to blast high kicks. He doesn't always intend on landing them, but he beats up your arm with high kick after high kick after high kick. And as you get desperate, you start to run into knees, and he does not need much space to land a knockout punch. This guy is one of the best strikers we've ever seen in the UFC.
And if you don't find the striking range early against this guy, you could be in real trouble. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. More than 5 years apart, with the same height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Brno, Czech Republic, Yuri Denisa. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 17 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 190 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Assassin. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready.
After a big win by submission his last time out, we'll see what he does for an encore here tonight. Huge victory, liver shot. Oh, huge knee to the head, perfectly timed and placed. Wow.
He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yep. Boom! Big jab. Punch over the top.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
And he lands that side kick. Nice defense on the single leg takedown. You can tell he's worked on that. Oh, he lands the Superman punch.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh! Oh, straight right. Looked like it did stun him a little bit.
Oh, he's hurt. Dude's hurt.
Oh, big knee.
Go get him.
Now he's on top of him looking for the finish. Oh, he got it bad!
Oh, huge block.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's gonna shut your body off.
Goes right back to that left kick and lands. He's out!
He's done, he's done! What a fight!
You knew if he landed that weapon repeatedly, it could be a short night for his opponent, but that was just one perfectly placed strike that his opponent candidly didn't even see coming. It landed flush, and the rest, as they say, is history. Big knockout win for him here tonight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 20 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout assassin.
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. What a massive knockout for him to get this win in style tonight.
He did everything he needed to do to find the knockout. Now he can celebrate with his family and friends as they earn this spectacular victory.
Touch the sky, but you ain't got shit on me.
All right, here he is making his way to the octagon and looking to leave as the new UFC light heavyweight champion. He is the #1 ranked 205-pound contender and is finally realizing the title fight here tonight. He believes he has a lot of advantages in this fight. He believes he's the better man. Look at the confidence on his face. No UFC jitters for this man. He is out to prove tonight that this champion is a one-trick pony and that he is the best light heavyweight on the planet. We'll see if he can turn those words into actions here in short order. Well, he has joined a long list of Hall of Fame types: Chuck Liddell, John Jones, Daniel Cormier. Now this man is the hunted at 205 pounds. He is the UFC light heavyweight champion. He has defended the belt. He has proven without a shadow of a doubt that he's the best 205er in the world. A lot of momentum with the challenger here tonight, though. A lot of people think we're getting a new champion. The champion is not among those. We'll see if this man can walk out the same way he walked in as the undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world. All right, now let's get you our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight championship fight. Jones is 12 years his senior. He is 1 inch taller. He will have a 7-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 18 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 190 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, presenting the challenger, Assassin. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a look-see-do fighter, holding a professional record of 31 wins, 2 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, John Bones Jones!
This is for the UFC Championship. I want you to your commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. On a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready?
All right, here we go with round one. No denying the momentum that this young man brings to the table here tonight. He has won his last 3 fights, and if he wins a 4th one here tonight, he could just be staring at his first UFC title fight. If not, it might be a title eliminator. Bottom line, you win a 4th straight fight here, you are getting a high-profile pay-per-view slot here in the UFC.
Punch over the top. Oh, big elbow.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh!
Look at how fast. The only person I can do this to is maybe John. John, there's a weight difference. I don't know if you know jiu-jitsu much. You miss a lot of your classes. If I'm going to do this to anybody, it's Eddie.
Oh, looked like he was trying to set up the head kick, but he misses on that attempt.
Oh, nice.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Under 3 minutes remain in round one. Big knee. To the takedown pays off after several failed attempts. He finally gets his first takedown. Now let's see what he can do with it. Under 2 minutes to go here in round one.
Look at him whip his hips into that kick. Nice head kick.
Kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was too high, and now he's got hurt bad.
He landed a beautiful straight punch there, DC. Big knee!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Big knee to the body. That'll soften him up. Oh, nice job to block the kick. Unable to connect there.
Leg kick.
10 seconds to go. 5 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
Okay, you ready? Round 2. Ready? Let's go,
Second
guys,
round
fight.
underway.
Good punch lands. Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt. He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. That one landed clean. Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
Back to the feet.
Big body kick lands. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
All right, single collar tie now. And it comes through with a big knee.
That knee hurt him.
And a knee. Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Back to the feet. Winded up on the right there to no avail. Oh, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up? He's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Oh, really using his reach advantage as he landed the jab there. Oh, big knee to the body, man alive! Stiff jab there from Jon Jones, using his length to great effect. 84 inches the reach from Jon Jones. That's going to give him an advantage against most light heavyweights, if not heavyweights, on this UFC roster. Punch. Just out of range with that right hook.
Oh, man, you can hear it. Bone on bone. Nice elbow land. Nice looping punch. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Now he's on top of him looking for the finish. Oh, he got him. He got him.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
And that's the end of round number 2. All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. Multiple takedowns landed for him over the previous 5 minutes.
And you know...
Ready? Ready?
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship fight. Oh, he continues to land a high number of strikes. Oh,
he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, big elbow.
Jones leaning on the kicking game here tonight. Able to work it into the takedown. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Got the single collar tie.
Big kick lands.
That kick blocked by Jones. Well, the octagon, not a great place to be when you're looking for a rest or a stool. His stamina has been a huge issue tonight.
It's abandoned.
Quick level change now.
He went single into a high crotch. Oh, he's taking his dude for a ride. Oh, my God. He switched the lock to a high crotch, rotated him, and took him for a ride. That was a big takedown.
Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now. Oh, nice connection with that punch. It's one thing to have an edge in reach. It's another to take advantage. Nicely done.
That one snuck in. Nice strike.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. All right, leads with the right hand, and that one certainly...
So try to take him down. There you go.
Oh, he slams him to the ground. Ooh, all right, he's got the full mount now, DC, and he has proven to be a hard guy to buck off from this position.
Oh, because he's so heavy. He keeps his weight down. He really does grind on you with his bottom half. He doesn't do anything with his arms.
Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys.
And he's out. Oh, that's got to be discouraging as he gets right back up again. Whoa! Oh, he dove with the punch and he lands.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Jones. busy here off of his back.
Oh, you gotta watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here. Watch right.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Nice straight punch. What a body kick.
Get him tall. 1-2 takedown.
Big kick lands. Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Nice punch by Johnny Bone. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Now, the guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
There he is. He's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent.
And this might just be a matter of time. And there it is.
He's done, he's done.
Oh my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, that is high-level grappling right there as he gets the win tonight here by way of submission. And he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
And there is our UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, all smiles tonight, and rightfully so after getting it done by way of submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 44 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by tap out due to arm triangle choke and new undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Assassin.
Well, there are a few things as exciting in this sport as the crowning of a new UFC champion. Congrats to the new light heavyweight king, and at 205 pounds, he joins a pantheon of UFC all-time.
I mean, he joins a laundry list of great fighters. Randy Couture, Tito Ortiz, John Jones, Daniel Cormier. I mean, so many great fighters have held this title, and this man's name now stands amongst the legends of the UFC.
Next, a matchup for the UFC light heavyweight division title. All right, here he is making his way to the octagon and looking to leave as the new UFC light heavyweight champion. He is the #1 ranked 205-pound contender and is finally realizing the title fight here tonight. He believes he has a lot of advantages in this fight. He believes he's the better man. Look at the confidence on his face. No UFC jitters for this man. He is out to prove tonight that this champion is a one-trick pony and that he is the best light heavyweight on the planet. We'll see if he can turn those words into actions here in short order. Well, he has joined a long list of Hall of Fame types: Chuck Liddell, John Jones, Daniel Cormier. Now this man is the hunted at 205 pounds. He is the UFC light heavyweight champion. He has defended the belt. He has proven without a shadow of a doubt that he's the best 205er in the world. A lot of momentum with the challenger here tonight, though. A lot of people think we're getting a new champion. The champion is not among those. We'll see if this man can walk out the same way he walked in as the undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world. Tail of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. So more than 15 years, the gap in age between these two fighters, and they both possess a similar height and reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 35 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Glover Teixeira. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 19 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 190 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, he is the reigning, defending UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Assassin.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been giving your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it fair.
Finally, the wait is over. Round 1 underway of this UFC light heavyweight championship fight, and all eyes are on the champion making his first title defense tonight as he takes the center of the octagon. He has really prioritized getting off to a good start. He hears the rumblings, you're not the champ until you successfully defend the belt. That is goal number 1 here tonight. We'll see if he can get off to a good start. Just misses with a left hook there. Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him. Good punch land.
And they separate. Single collar tie now. Back and forth we go. Escapes up to his feet. Very nice. 3 minutes remain in the round.
Ooh-wee! Ooh-wee, what a right hand by this young man.
Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Oh, man, that's a nice kick right there.
He's doing a great job of landing that kick over and over again.
Double leg is good. Well, he's able to get back up here, but oh man, is he on wobbly legs.
Big powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. Nice.
Oh man, I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he doesn't know where he is. He's hurt real bad. That punch landed in the perfect spot.
Oh, huge block. Taken down by Teixeira. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Oh, worked hard to get up again, but he looks like he's compromised.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
So under 30 seconds to go in what has been a pretty entertaining and active first round. Oh! Round 2 coming up next. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned a huge lead.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway.
Oh, big punch land. It's very tricky when he throws that body kick. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
His head's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Oberlin versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
Oh, caught him flush with the head kick.
What a kick by this young man. He does a great job of disguising that technique, and before you know it, boom, he landed.
Oh, strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Back to the feet. And they separate. Just over 3 minutes to go. Well, it's not due to a lack of effort. He continues to throw, but this is like double-A striking. This is not high level. Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head, or he's going to get blasted.
Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block.
Oh, man.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
So 37 total strikes have now landed for Glover Teixeira. And landing with 37% accuracy thus far tonight against Glover Teixeira.
Real sneaky body kick. That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Into the final minute of this championship fight.
Beautiful body kick. Come on, go get him.
Oh, he might be out. Another strike to the body, really double leg takedown attempt here, and that one is true. Nice job there to enter and ultimately plant his opponent on the mat.
Now what does he do? That he got his best shot off, finished the attack. Where does he go now from the top position?
Ready, fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Big punch land. Ooh.
Trying to kick the leg out. Oh, and there's the double leg takedown, DC. That is just too good, too easy.
Now he's chasing the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his chest go to the mat.
And this might just be a matter of time. Gets the win by submission. Beautifully executed there on the ground. All right, so there's the end of the round. The storyline over those previous 5 minutes. Volume takedowns, offensive wrestling.
Yeah, this is an exhausting type of fight. Not only for the offensive fighter, but also for the opponent. Always being under attack, always being defensive, always reacting, starts to...
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop this contest at 1 minute, 22 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by tap out. And still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Assassin.
Well, he came into this fight as the unquestioned best at 205 pounds, and he only adds to that legacy here tonight. He leaves the UFC light heavyweight champion by virtue of that submission victory here tonight over the top contender in this division. Made it look relatively easy, and as such, gets to celebrate another big win with his corner. Another highlight for the reel for the undisputed UFC light heavyweight. For the UFC light heavyweight division title. All right, here he is making his way to the octagon and looking to leave as the new UFC light heavyweight champion. He is the #1 ranked 205-pound contender and is finally realizing the title fight here tonight. He believes he has a lot of advantages in this fight. He believes he's the better man. Look at the confidence on his face. No UFC jitters for this man. He is out to prove tonight that this champion is a one-trick pony and that he is the best light heavyweight on the planet. We'll see if he can turn those words into actions here in short order. Well, he has joined a long list of Hall of Fame types: Chuck Liddell, John Jones, Daniel Cormier. Now this man is the hunted at 205 pounds. He is the UFC light heavyweight champion. He has defended the belt. He has proven without a shadow of a doubt that he's the best 205er in the world. A lot of momentum with the challenger here tonight, though. A lot of people think we're getting a new champion. The champion is not among those. We'll see if this man can walk out the same way he walked in as the undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. So more than 15 years, the gap in age between these two fighters, with similar height and reach. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out United Center in Chicago, Illinois. Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding a professional record of 29 wins, 13 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, presenting the challenger, Mauricio Shogun Hua. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 20 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 190 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Assassin.
UFC belt on the line. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now. Go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway. All right, so here we go, early round 1. 5 rounds or fewer for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, he just hurt him. He just hurt him.
He comes forward with a flying knee that just missed hitting the target flush. Combination lands for him. He is really putting his strikes together tonight.
I mean, he's feeling himself tonight, John. He's doing a great job of putting everything together.
Ooh. Throwing hard in the pocket.
Oh, it's just opening up on him now. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh, single collar tie here.
Oh, man, look at that. Picture perfect. Got to the leg, got to his position, got another beautiful takedown.
Oh, he is up, but man, is he hurt. A finish could come here at any time. That knee might have landed there. Oh, these are some impactful knees he is throwing, and I guess until his opponent adjusts, might as well keep throwing them.
He's going to keep going to the well. Why would he change it? His opponent has not been able to figure out these knees. Fantastic timing in that beautiful takedown.
Well, he's up, but he is hurting for certain. The finish could come at any time. That knee might have landed there. Once again, employing the knee. Lands a knee there. Nice deception there to get that knee to the target.
Really good knee. Nice job of driving it right to the target. Getting it to land.
Oh, that's the biggest shot of the fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. It might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
Well, 25 total strikes have already landed for Shogun Hua. Oh, and he lands another takedown here, just doing a nice job not telegraphing his shot. Clean entries. The Olympian's got to like what he sees.
I mean, over and over, he gets to the legs before his opponent reacts. By beating him on the entry, now it's up to the opponent to keep up. But this guy's playing chess. His opponent's playing checkers. He's playing chess. He can't keep up. Once he gets to his legs, he's got to beat him defensively before he gets his hands locked around his legs or his body.
Man.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. The horn sounds for the end of round 1. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
punches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Just unable to quite find that range. Hard shots landing on both sides here. All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're gonna sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the hook behind the right hand, jab, right, one, takedown.
And there's the single. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. A little struggle here now for position in the clinch, and we see a lot of these situations in mixed martial arts where both fighters sort of end up getting comfortable here.
He's not looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, big left. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round two.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
And they separate.
Great punch landed with so much power.
Oh, collar tie. And they separate. Shogun gets absolutely pelted by that head kick. Yet again, they will clinch here. Takedown landed now.
Double leg, yes.
Both fighters back to their feet now. Oh, big knee. Oh, he's got him hurt here. Oh, he's out.
He got him.
Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, there's another one for the highlight reel, and that's probably as good a knockout as he's had in the UFC. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Crowd absolutely loving it tonight on the biggest of stages. And there is the UFC light heavyweight champion. This has long been the UFC's glamour division, and man, did he get it done with style points here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 34 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Assassin.
And still the UFC light heavyweight champion of the world. And you want to talk about style points. How about the knockout in defense of his title here tonight? I don't know that I've ever seen that type of reaction out of his corner. They're usually measured and tempered, but they wanted this one in the worst way. They got it, they got the finish, and the celebration is officially on. Congrats to the 205-pound king.